But the bottom line is,
Sorry,
so
I'm just doing another recording because I don't want it to be too long and then people won't listen.
okay. So
Part
again,
two.
by the end of today, right now, start building the names in the context. Use this first graphic to be the teaser. By the end of today, we're going to create that Dropbox with everything that we have so far. This plan is going to be in, but this plan stays internal. Chevra, this plan does not go out to the Welt. This plan does not go out. This executive PowerPoint plan, because there's some information, their names, or whatever it is. Just again, so you see here, this we've been on this for a while. Here's just a quick glance as to the event timeline. 12 o'clock for an hour before, there's already going to be something on the website that's going to keep people there. We're going to compile all the promo videos, some nigunim, whatever it is, so that there's something keeping people in the waiting room, as it were. 12:30 is when all of us have to put out a last massive blast to everybody we know. Half an hour until the start of this thing. 1 o'clock, the event goes live. YouTube, whatever it is, or on the website. It's whatever, all the various ways of making the main video go live. 5 minutes of Divrei Chizuk from 7 Rabbanim with music in between, the gunim from the big singers, that is from the Inyan of this Rachim, Shweki / Melchebe David's Rachim, and Am Fried's song, whatever. Yeah. Then the kind of all leading up to the tefillah, and the tefillah is not going to be some made up nusach. It's going to be 3 prakim of Tehillim that the ganze Welt is going to say together. Again, with also potential music interlude, depending on this is all going to come down to the production team, how they're going to do this. 2:10, they're going to be the final 2 Rabbanim. And the final 2 Rabbanim, one of them is going to be a Lubavitcher, whatever it is the Hachlata, is a real focus on Hachlata Teva.
The Kabbalah.
Yeah, the Habechein. And then the video ends and we're all going to head to Yerushalayim. If we're not already there.
By the way, Rabbi Groner says once it's in the news, we all put up in the news article, it'll come up on Chabad.org websites and emails automatically.
Right, and the truth is, Chabad.org, we're going to be also giving a press release. Chabad.org carry a press release. The Hamodia, we're going to be giving them, a couple of weeks worth of full-page articles.
People to write. We need some people to write for us. This is what we need. Me too.
Rabbi Astrin, we need copywriters. Good material, good ways of phrasing certain things, etc., even emails out to available. But we'll talk about that. So here's the names of the speakers, so you have to understand that this is an all-star lineup. We really went for the top names that are shaykh in the Welt. You have Rav Shlomo Amar, the former Rishon LeZion. You have the Tolner Rebbe. You have the Rav Shlomo Arush, who's the renowned Rosh Hashiva of Breslov. You have Warren Goldstein, the Chief Rabbi of South Africa. You have Rabbi Bar Lazar, Chief Rabbi of Russia. Rav Shlomo Bar Lipsker is obviously Chief Rabbi of Surfside, Florida. And then you have Rabbi Yisrael Meir Lau, who's the Chief Rabbi of Israel. You have, who by the way says that his only hesitation is that the current chief rabbi is not getting enough, is not being included in this, and he doesn't feel it's Bakavidik. So he wants that his son, the current chief rabbi, should be included as well, and that's being hammered out as we speak. Rabbi Melech Biderman is the most. His videos are the most viewed, biggest mechanech of the Gar Park Welt right now. And Rabbi Yerucham Olshin, Rosh Hashiva, and most viewed Magid Shir.
Sandy, I'm just thinking out of the box. Sandy.
I'm here with you.
I don't know. I don't know if this sounds. I mean, everything is great. It doesn't matter. What's about getting Lahav Goyim, Chashav Goyim? Is that going to be a hindrance?
On to speak?
I don't know. Something to be involved in the prayer.
So actually, besides for this. No, we have a Nashim Tzidkaniyeh's division of this effort, and I mean they are.
What's about getting something from the president of the United States of America?
We could, and something that Grade kind of local contact, Levi Shem Tov, or whatever it is, could possibly work on. The question is, we have to approach this with a certain amount of sensitivity.
Yeah, get mitzvah. Why that? Don't forget about that. The goyim are involved majorly in bringing Mashiach. I don't know, never spoke. So that now.
So I don't know if it's my end or yours, but
No, I'm also hearing. I'm also getting.
we're getting kind of broken up.
And Isaac is coming to us from the future, so
You
it's
hear
not so
me?
clear.
Now, if he's
Okay,
coming
that's
out to us from the
my
future, then it should be.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's just a thought, and I think they should get involved also.
No, I want to. So as I was mentioning, we have a Nashim Tzidkanias group on this specifically. Two incredible women, Rivki Katz and Basia Rabashkin. And they've been unbelievable, and they are forces of nature. Halavaya von Zalagedet. That we had half of their drive. So they're also they're right now figuring out how to navigate this particular Indian of involving Goyim, but in a way that it doesn't scare off the Yidden.
One thought was that we created as a week of prayer. So the Yidden have on Sunday, the first day Slichus, but it's like Jews are praying for the redemption. We put it out into the world and we create a continuation throughout the week. To make it the same day, Yidden mit Goyim kommen zusammen, to us Lubavitch, we're comfortable with it. I don't know how that goes over to
Right. Yeah, it doesn't have to. Thank you.
Yeah.
It should happen. No, I
Yeah.
100% agree with you. But I think it should happen.
Yeah.
So we
so
thought
they are
about it, and that
actively-
was our solution a week before. A
Yeah.
whole week.
So this is it's active. It's so they're the ladies are actively on this. They're on that and obviously they're also going to make sure that from their end, all their contacts, all the women that they know, and these two can do the whole world by themselves on the Neshamas Deban side of things. They're that powerful.
We just got France. France just joined us.
Where's France? Reb Tanchum. So we were just talking. So part of the achrayis that for people in other countries is not only to help disseminate it in their areas, but also if the media needs to be translated in their language, flyers and the emails, it's not going to be word heavy. Nobody has the time to read through pages and pages of material. So the flyers are, as you see already, that flyer that we put up is there's very little copy on it. There's very little words, but we do need it to be translated into French, into Spanish, into Portuguese, into Hebrew,
Russian,
Russian, exactly,
Yiddish,
German, correct. So Reb Tanchum, I spoke to earlier, is showing us the lovely French Riviera. Over there are the Principal of Monaco, Monte Carlo, and he has taken for, right now the Chayes to be the point man for the Francophone effort. And I think we're going to have Levi Zilberstein handle Argentina and also the Spanish effort. But we still need, somebody said they're going to speak to Techtel in Berlin, but that should be not just Berlin. There's Frankfurt, there's Munich, et cetera, et cetera. So and the point is, Chevra that took the achrayis need to make sure it starts happening right away. Again, by this week, the world needs to know about it. The whole world needs to know about it this week. So people already are putting it on the schedule. And I would say the goal for this week is that the world knows about it. The goal by next week is that every Reish Maisid has specifically already made a commitment or has already been in touch. We've been in touch with the Rashi Maizdis to about how they're going to bring it into their communities. And that only leaves 1 week, Chevra. That's the point. At that point, there's only 1 week. So this week is global, next week local, the week after that, execution.
If we have
I think there's a local paper here that might have a deadline today or tomorrow. Is there a graphic we can get right away?
So there is this graphic. You can give it to them. This is kind of a standard graphic size, and I would work with this. We the hold up on some of the graphics is because we were really hoping to have all the names of all the Rabbanim already committed. We're very close, because even Rabbi Lau is, and we've spoken, but we, unless we have all of them, we don't want to put some of them. So then we decided to, for right now, because in the interest of time, to just pull out the names, and right now do save the date, and write on there, and Rabbi Wolf, I don't know if you're still on. I don't see that he's still on, but the Mirza Hashem. We're going to have the next graphic that's going to be made available is one that's going to say those words: largest event of its kind in history, save the date.
With the names.
No, not the names of the Rabbanim just yet. I'm saying that what I mean is the next thing that you're going to have within a day, later today, is going to be this thing that says that if somebody tells you they can't wait for that, fine, go with what we have. But right now, what's being worked on, the next thing that's being worked on is something that says a compelling line and save the date. Again, largest event in history, save the date. But again, today, tomorrow. But let's get this. Let's get all of this.
That'll be available in Yiddish also, or just in English or both?
Is that going to be available in Yiddish? Reb Ruvain, can we have that available in Yiddish today or tomorrow? The graphic that could be put up. You're on mute. Reuven, you're on mute.
Okay, I can work on it today to put Yiddish words to it. Yeah.
So and Tanchum, if you want to see right now that graphic that's on the WhatsApp, and just quickly translate those, because there really is one or two lines of information. If you can quickly just write onto the WhatsApp how you write that in French, and Reuven, if you can pass that on to the designer, just cut and paste, drop those words in French, and we'll have that at least. Somebody else knows Spanish and wants to work on that, and just drop into the thing how we write that in Spanish, this original graphic. Then by the end of today, we can have it at least in those languages as well.
How do you say united for Geula in Yiddish?
Reb Ruvain, how do you say united for Geula in Yiddish?
Achtes for Geula, right?
Yeah, I would probably just do it that way.
Yeah.
Achtes for the Geula.
Alles is na and Satma. You have to find the get the English word.
Versammelt.
Versammelt. Alle versammelt.
You write united.
Vereinigt.
Right? No, vereinigt is probably correct.
Yeah.
Vereinigt for the Geula. But either way, okay. Any questions? Because off the top of my head, by the way, in terms of budget, if anybody wants to help with this, if you know Chevra, or you know the Chevra that like for total, so if anybody has any yachas, at the barest minimum, this is costing. Drop that 50. We're starting to get more realistic. It's costing at the barest minimum for just this, where we're doing, as we said, if you see us in the image, on the screen, nothing other than the primary money is going just to the branding and the advertising, and that's going to cost. The advertising number is not 25. The advertising cost is closer to itself, somewhere in the vicinity of $40,000 to $50,000, especially if we're going to be doing this. So if anybody, and then obviously we have the mid tier and the high, and then a high tier budget. If somebody really wants to drop the big bucks, but the bottom line is that money is the last point. And if anybody knows anybody that has a particular passion to be part of the biggest effort to bring Mashiach in history.
Sandy, what happened to the guy that was supposed to help out? What happened to the big?
So So we have Chaver talking to him, and he's discussing. He's considering what he wants to give, but he's definitely not going to take care of all of it. He's going to take. If he does, it's going to be a fraction because he wants to. I don't know what he's thinking. He's thinking that he's going to need to save some money for further efforts on behalf of Mashiach. He doesn't understand that this is going to be it. That's going to be necessary, but there's going to be more money needed. So yes, there's the Chevra, if anybody knows. So we're already reaching out some of the Chevra in Australia that were big funders of the Tut Alts Mifta. If anybody has any yachas with some of them, anybody, any source of money is accepted.
And where do we send it? You have to put out a PayPal.
There is the Yaakov Kahneman already established a bank account for this pu'ula.
Can you put it on the WhatsApp and then this?
Yes, we'll include that. We'll include all that information in B'ez Hashem. Thank you for bringing that up and indicating toward that end as well. Anything else? Any other questions? Again, Chevra, Nemtsu the Marbit. Let's go.
Who do they call? Sandy, who's that number? They need a number like an office, like a place that people can go, can ask questions if they have questions. You know what I mean?
Who? You're saying
anyone that has questions about this scene, we need a number.
So the inside Welt has our number, right? The outside Welt is Shmuley Litvin's going to be one of the things he's going to establish is a phone number, which is really at this point just going to be a messaging thing with callback as there will be callbacks as necessary.
Right.
So,
okay.
But
is that going to be posted on the posters? Is that going to be posted? You have to post it somewhere, no?
Yeah. So it's going to say, and we're going to also, there's going to be Chevra that are going to want to volunteer. So we're going to say basically for more information or to volunteer, email at info@United4Geula or call this number.
So you have to post it on the next flyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rabbi Mendy, put that down as well. Rubenfeld. Like these points that we need the bank account, we need the phone number and what's called. And Mitzvah Hashem will get working on this tonight. So you will get a link later today to this Dropbox, and it will be populated in real time as the stuff comes. And for example, as Mehdi Majeski says, he knows of a paper by him, whatever it is, he's going to see about getting it. If you know of a paper by you, don't wait for somebody to tell you, go for it. The answer, here it is. Here's the official, go for it. Two, just let's go. At this point, all of us know what to do. We all know how to do these things. Let's do it. Let's bring Mashiach.
Could Kahneman add a Cash App and a PayPal address?
Rabbi Mendy, you want to reach out and find out from him?
Yeah, I'll ask him.
All right. So very good. I think this was very strong. I think we had Baruch Hashem a lot of Chaver that stepped up. Anybody knows anybody else in any of these other regions that could step up? We still don't have. And we need confirmation. We need confirmation. So the one who said that, for example, reach out to Techtel in Germany and to Danziger in Russia. We need to do this. We need to do this and confirm that they're in. So we have to get confirmations. But that's the goal. By Friday this week, the ganze Yiddish Welt needs to know about this event. All right, that's Chevra. May we be matzliach and bring Mashiach.
Amen. Kol tov yishkoach. Sandy yishkoach. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait to meet having meets like Yaakov.
Well, you know what? We each have. Everybody has their motivation.
Exactly.
Right. I'm looking forward to I'll tell you. I'll finish off with this. That I heard this from Baruch Hecht from California. There was once a phone call back in the day, the good old fashioned conference calls between when it was just when say the head shluchim of the United States was about 15 chaver on the phone call, 20 chaver, not the head shluchim, but the machers in each state. From Chicago, you had California, you had Buffalo, you had New York, you had Detroit, where they're all on the phone call, and everybody they finish off. So we'll see you all in Yerushalayim. So Benjamin Shimon said, "Nope, you won't see me. I'll be running around barefoot roasting barbecue." Benjamin Akayin Shimon. So we'll all be doing our thing, but in Mitzvah Hashem, we'll all be in the right place.
Amen.
All right.
Can I ask, Sandy? Can I ask a small question? It's Tanchum.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry I missed the beginning, so maybe the answer was said. What is it about press release, meaning to publicize after it in all the internet sites, Jewish newspaper, that's part of